a visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Hello dear viewer, I'm Normal69 and welcome you to Boring Stuff. As usual, in the previous Mordorian part, we are the Hungarians, but why? I detailed the mod settings I set up to be set to work them together in this set of mods. So now I will boringly go through the mods which I installed and which I haven't, and why, so prepare for a long, boring list. Okay, this is a reminder list with automatic team management. I was using this one to mix up the recipes with Kras main mod only. This is a must, sadly. I think if I take it out, space exploration would be bleeping. Space exploration. And yes, it's a must dependency. Why? But well, I have Kras, so maybe a little switch or something around. AI industry, autonomous programmable machines. I think I never used it. This is also an extension of the AI group. Detecture and control buildings if you want to go deep into the essentially writing an AI based on the enemy movement and detected things. So for example, automatic mining of ore patches and such. This is the vehicle part of it, and the vehicles, I think, and this will get it into a separate crafting group. Beautiful. Condense the menus and try to take care of that in the spec. Okay, signal transmission, it's a need for remote controlling different colonies on different planets or dimensions, and I've installed the mod whereupon if it's a logistic connection, items can go through, but it has hard recipes. I will show it, perhaps if I remember. Just tell me, please. This is why it's a stream. And these are nice looking cute signal icons to convey your comments. New vehicles, a chain gunner, flame tank. I love this because it has no collision damage or greatly reduced. This is which I will use first to collect farthest ore patches. Laser tank with configurable SMG or sniper version. Auto mining device looks good too. Warden, it's a utility vehicle. It can fire EMP, has a radar, and can repair structures and units. Zones, if you want to work around with areas. Additional paste settings, it's good, try it. It's about pasting signals and things. Afraid of the dark, circular flashlight, darker nights. Aircraft, this is the second phase of collecting faraway resources. It has a carrier and even flying fortress. Beside the usual ones like B something, which has the Gatling gun and bombers and fighters and such. Alien biomes looks good and it's needed for space exploration anyway. Failed experiment. It's not reliable, but I couldn't find any other mod which just magically transporting it fills up burners with fuel and turrets with ammo. And this really helps when it works. Okay. This is one experiment for a loot collection mod because we have loot if we kill. Avatars, remote controller, clones of you, another life and such. Base mod. Beacon repellents, I put it in the previous mod packs without space exploration because it makes exactly what that mod does. Big Brother, we don't need more radars, we have enough. Big Monster, moving mountains of almost immune to everything, regenerating monsters of different kinds, and as I saw, natural disasters too. Just to whip up some fun, you know. I've put in a different mode because it was strangely interacting with the market mode. And this is the market mode. Blueprint sandbox is with your current knowledge. It's important to set that up. You can switch between a creative play field when you can make blueprints, so it's easier to pre-build some areas of yours. But it causes problems if you unlock all the technology here and lock again. Bob's adjustable inserters. I thought space exploration has it, but this is the only part which I use from Bob Angel's mods. But maybe Bob would worth a look. Okay, bottleneck instead we have the light version, little lights which are showing if there is a problem with some part of your factory. Visual mod. Locator button, I can activate it, but I didn't have any vehicles, which I haven't found because it's a big white triangle on the map with red border. Combat mechanics overhaul, I think it's, yes, it's how the attacks go, so the bullets and missiles and such. Death drones, I love them, and I don't think I'd had a chance with the beginning of this mod pack. Copy-paste modules, when you copy something, at last you auto-assign the modules and you are ready to go, so you pack it in or from your inventory. So no more putting it again and again, you know. Cursor enhancements, I'm not really sure what this does with the cursor, but I think it's good. Another try for some infinite resources. Inventory changer, the size changed. Yes, I've tried industrial revolutions. Electric boiler is included in space exploration. It must be good. Oh yes, it shows with different colors, different kinds of lines like belts or over and such. Maybe perhaps it's advised from the main mod. Let's call space exploration the main mod. Even distribution, very good. As you can read, control, click, drag, evenly distributes items over multiple buildings. And left click the whole inventory contents. I think it works from that. Right click just half of it. And shift C, this distribution is really good. Fills up furnaces with fuel and ores, and really, it makes my life easier. It was an essential thing in Valkyrie pack. Okay, sometimes biters explode, no need to worry. I don't need this because we already have it in the pack. Another failed experiment. 2 important libraries, usually the better mods are requiring some of them, or the more complicated mods, I rather should say. Raise the mod makers. And Factorissimo get forked, and they say it's better, and yes, a bit. Factory planner to plan your factories anyway with sheets like Excel, auto-calculated, feel for me. Oh, when I put something down, it fills with ammo or fuel. I'm pondering if it's good or not. Flow control, pipes, neighboring pipes not necessarily connect. That's the gist of it. And there are valves, I think, too, which only let to the access, or you know, all the combinations. And you can set the percentage. Snai, the old Nei from Minecraft. Frostbiters, nothing to see here. Grappling gun, you can pull yourself where you are shooting. Green Tech is the successor of the Biotech, it's a lighter one. GUI Unifier gets together the stupid buttons over here. Holographic signs, I discovered this is the best, for me at least. It projects your text and or different icons, and it looks good. So, Industrial Revolution, yes, I tried. Informatron, it's a helper mod for the main mod. Inserter trains, because I think it looks really metal when huge inserters are packing your stuff. Inventory repair, if you have repair packs in your inventory, and there is a damaged item, it auto repairs in your inventory. I think it's nifty. Jetpack, you can fly over any obstacles. It's set up if you get shot, you will fall, so don't do it over water. Trying to change the recipes. Kills to science, because it's science. If you kill, you understand. Nope. The mod pack without space exploration. Okay. Well, Crastorio and Crastorio assets. No need for this in this combination of Crastorio 2 and space exploration. It's teleporting another try to collection of items, or maybe these are. I can find loot drops and chests. I never saw them. Okay, sure. No, it's a loot collection. Okay, I don't really understand. Manual inventory sorting, beautiful. I can set up to sort my inventory only when I press a button, but you need to deactivate in the vanilla settings the automatic ordering of your inventory first. It was a good idea, but never get developed more to later versions. Mining draws beautiful little clockwork man will mine for you without any power. Test one. Nope. No mobile factory is this thing. You can see what it does in my previous videos on the Factorio playlist. It's good. It must be good. It sounds intelligent. Yes, this is the best one too. If you click, I set up the middle button anywhere on the map or on your current screen, your character screen, you will walk over there, and it's immensely comfortable to do so. It was a try for harder enemies, but we discovered something better. New Game Plus. Essentially, if you execute a command in game, another button will be visible. Then if you click that, you get a new map setup screen, and you can choose to keep your inventory, your knowledge, and such. Nightfall, it was a really good one, but it's included in the monster mod, monster AI mod. There was a time when there was no fish in the sea. This is the cause why those default settings data is in the mod settings screen. Nox is fading, yes, corpse fade faster, but it's included in the monster mod, so pardon me if I reload. Nox is 3 is more intelligent, 3 breeding, spreading, and dying out. It was the previous water fill, and I think I tried for it because this one is really has an easy recipe. It's just water. Okay. Planetario, this was from the Planetario mod pack. Quality of life research. Oh, this is what I was seeking. Okay. Quantum resource distribution. Simple one. Infinite. Seems to have infinite storage. And the recipes are too easy. So sadly it wasn't chosen. Rampant evolution. This is the mod responsible for changing the evolution mechanic. You know, when you buff out pollution and they get stronger, that's one. So with this and my settings, it's possible to live an eco-friendly life and don't get attacked. Rampant fixed. This is the AI mod, what the enemies do, and it how do you say it in English? It takes over different monster mods, which I especially said that you don't shouldn't have cared for them. Crate fix, I took it out because it taken up TPS. Rate calculator, another kind of Excel table for auto-calculating the throughput of your factories. This was chosen because it has really hard recipes. This is the logistical system spreading your items, but you need to physically store them in real-world chests. Reactor interface, beautiful. Reactors can be controlled or scanned by logistics. Recipe book, another naive. Repeating incidents just a way of generating maps. Rich blood, it gives loot from the enemy, but I'm not really sure this is the one which I choose. So if you have any ideas about a good loot mod, which you haven't seen before in this list, then please link it to me for the Factorio page or the name if it can be searched easily. Thank you. It's needed for SA. Well, as its name says, I don't know what is this and why it is inside. Is it or it isn't? Rocket silo construction. Just a moment, please. No. Why it is activated? Okay. I leave it in. RPG system. If you kill or collect or maybe build, but not your robots, then you get experience which you spend on different boosts of your character. A loot tryout, well, shortcuts, new shortcuts for here, to these buttons, shield projector from SA, simulation helper for SA, and till now it haven't produced too much TPS. Mines are snapped to an invisible grid. More icons for anything, for example the holo projector, the space exploration mode and parts of it. I deactivated any simulation. Maybe, who knows, it's in the backside waiting for activation if I need that. You can get between different buildings. This was in the previous one. Another creative designer ruins, and maybe I should switch over to Fortress ruins. Just people who were before you. You can change the time, slower, faster, day or night. Transport drones is deactivated because its interaction was bad for the market mod. Ultimate research queue, it makes a really beautiful and well-designed research queue for you, and you don't have to activate when you start the game to have a research queue. Useful combinators, more dealing with the data. Vehicles get snapped to different degrees, you can set it up. Void chest destroys everything which you put inside, take care of it. Vartorio from the previous version, water consumes pollution and it actually transfers to green color. Then it couldn't absorb pollution. Water ores, ore generation don't stop on shorelines. Water fill, and I deactivated this, so let's restart and gameplay. Okay, this is where space exploration tells me that I should lower the stack sizes, but I choose to ignore it. Okay, too many items to name it. And my base got shrunken down. There is one outside thing besides the mines, and this is it. The ammo loader, which works, of course not. So I've collected back my little gates and closed them off, sealed them with water. But I don't know if I would stay on this mad place. Maybe regenerate another planet and rebegin our work. And this is the place where all of my ineffective base is collected together. That's why the Ashchar graphics. It consumes the basic resources and water, and that way we have the power, each of them giving out as many as you can see. Just divide 3.3 with 400 and you will know, because each of them is 100. This is the ammo making, returning and other stuff. There is a fish, so items won't go that way. And this is the return chest of this mod. And it's locally supplied. Never works anyway. This is the copper and iron feed you have seen outside. A really simple line of steel furnaces, and I think it kept up. Yes, by the main fuel feeder, and we have a lot of things and chest transfer for the output. I try to design it to, this is get some of what I make, and this is the full backup of resources. Yep, this is the old main building. I'm trying to take down all the stuff which I get out, and this is the main fuel feeder. As you can see, it connects to a lot, but sadly not to all of the stuff. It's only 56 and I have more furnaces than that. A backup power system and wood making from wood slowly, of course with crushed rail. It has better recycles with sand and such, so I'm thinking about it. Okay, this is where I put the found loot. This makes me water fills, and it's a feature of the dynamic market mod that I'm selling the free water fills which I make, but now one is worth just 2. And in complement, not this one, but this logistic, it was on the same price than water fill, 1,711 credits. So it's a good economy. You cannot keep up infinite loot, and if you stop to sell it, the price will slowly restore. And this is the now fuller, but still not really good, stone processing part. I get some stone for myself. Oh, no, you need to get outside, not balance. Oh, I have no connection here. Alright. So, and these are making sand, and these two shares these two, and this gets to feed into glass production, and this one makes the precious quartz, which I don't know. I need to process it in a furnace later, or a part of it, because I will need both products. So that's it. So I'm just prepared. That's why I'm closing off the connections and collecting my stuff. So I think I would leave this plane of existence and get on a fresh, new and virgin planet. Alright, so Nox's water fill was incompatible with the pack. It won't even start if I try to use it. Okay, let me see. Settings, mod settings, and I hope it will work from here too. It should. The name of the mod is New Game Plus, and allow admins to use the ngp/GUI command. That's what I need, but first I should save it. Oh, I already did. Nice. Then again, settings, mod settings, map, New Game Plus. And I hope it won't freeze in the case of the team competition. And maybe Warp Torio. I don't think if I had the need in Warp Torio to start a new planet. Confirm. Okay, and now NGP GUI. And we should have a new button. This one. Yep. So there are all the options which you can usually set. Luckily, we should have a button to import. Map exchange string, and yes, here it is. Hi, I'll just begin to start a new game and try to find a pleasant looking place. Okay, let's generate the new one.